All right, this is C class number 2. We started off with some solo jazz. So I forgot to put it on last week's video, but this section we are doing little mini solo jazz assignments each week. And last week, because I didn't put it on there, we were working with 4 8-counts, making a phrase of music, and people were choosing one solo jazz move for 3 8-counts, and a different move for the 4th 8-count, kind of accent a little break on the 4th 8-count. And then we did it to a slower song with the same moves. You were adjusting the move you were doing to fit slower music and seeing if you could make it feel good. Tonight, our solo jazz assignment was fall off the log in as many different variations as you could think of. So we talked about a couple things we talked about were fall off the logs, not keep taking your feet off the ground. So this like boom, ba, 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 boom, ba, ba, ba. Or alternately, taking your feet way off the ground, boom, ba, 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 boom, ba. We talked about doing rhythm variations. Jen did a good one. I'm not you do it, so I don't mess it up. Sweet. We talked about directional things. You could do like a forward, forward, we did one, well, once we talked about after we tried it a little bit, I had thought about one where you start on the 1, but you do a pause. I don't know if I remember how to do it. It was like 1, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, ba. So the idea was just to have a whole song where all we're doing is one solo jazz move as many different ways as you can think of. Fun thing to play around with. You can do it at home. Then we took the stroll that we were working on last week. We refined it a little bit, just making sure on the exit of that, especially leads, you want to make sure that you get your follows foot down on the ground. So maybe if we just show that. So as we're here and strolling, on that exit, we want to really come back and make sure that the follows foot goes down as they come back. Otherwise, they're going to want to keep on strolling versus stepping down. And then we practiced doing putting some rotational energy into our tandem Charleston entrance. So it's a little bit like this. So the leads loop around, and on count 7, put a little rotational energy into tandem. And then we took that rotational idea and we added a stroll on. I know I keep doing it different directions, but who knows where we'll end up. Then we added a newer move with the same rotational energy. I guess I'll just do the same direction, and that kind of worked out, right? It's sort of good. Maybe if we start this way this time, I'll end up the other way. I'm uncertain. So leads as you come around there, you're just doing a kick hold to get on opposite footwork as your partner. So here, rotating around, holding on to that right hand, kick, hold, rock, step. Then we did these, where we strolled, and we strolled, and we did it forever until we sort of did tuck turns out of it. That's okay. At the end, we said you can just tuck turn out of it. And we won't talk about the stroll too much, but it's just a nice, easygoing stroll. Maybe the one thing I'll show is that when we're headed this way, we practice leads hanging on with the right hand. When we're headed this way, we're hanging on with the left hand. So it's basically the opposite when you're going this way or that way. You had to come in class. But is that enough info? That's it. We had fun.